Welcome to a journey through the night, where the roads hold secrets best left undisturbed. Join us as we navigate through three chilling tales that will make you question what lurks in the darkness. Buckle up and prepare for a ride into the unknown. These are the Night Drive horror stories, where the mysteries of the night come to life. On a moonless night, when the veil between the living and the dead seems to waver, tales of the phantom headlights gain a chilling foothold. It is a story that has echoed through generations, whispered in hushed tones around campfires and shared in nervous laughter during late-night drives. Its origins remain elusive, shrouded in mystery and obscured by the eerie allure of the unknown. One account speaks of a weary traveler navigating a winding, desolate road. As the darkness enveloped the car, an unnerving sensation settled over the driver, a feeling of being watched, of unseen eyes peering through the abyss. Suddenly, a pair of blinding headlights materialized in the rearview mirror, illuminating the empty stretch of asphalt with an otherworldly intensity. The driver's heart quickened as the vehicle behind drew closer, its high beams piercing through the night like a ghostly apparition. Panic surged within the driver as they accelerated, hoping to outrun the relentless pursuit. But no matter how fast or slow they drove, the enigmatic vehicle persisted, its luminous gaze unwavering and hauntingly persistent. With each mile, the phantom headlights cast an ominous glow, casting shadows that danced menacingly on the periphery of the traveler's vision. Fingers trembling on the wheel, the driver's mind raced with thoughts of the inexplicable, tales of spirits seeking vengeance or lost souls forever trapped in the mortal realm. A sense of foreboding enveloped the car, suffusing the air with an intangible dread that seemed to seep into the very fabric of reality. And then, just as suddenly as it appeared, the pursuing car vanished into the darkness, leaving behind an eerie silence that reverberated through the night. The driver, shaken to the core, gazed into the empty void where the phantom had once been, grappling with the surreal nature of the encounter. Questions swirled in their mind, echoing the age-old mysteries of the afterlife and the thin veil that separates the tangible from the ethereal. From that night onward, the tale of the phantom headlights continued to weave its way into the tapestry of local lore, a haunting reminder of the unknown forces that lurk just beyond the threshold of perception. Whether a figment of the imagination or a glimpse into the spectral realms beyond, the legend persists, captivating the hearts and minds of those drawn to the enigmatic allure of the supernatural. In the heart of a desolate countryside, nestled between looming trees and winding roads, lies the legend of the Crying Woman, a tale as old as the land itself, passed down through generations, whispered in hushed tones by those who dared to venture into the night. It was a late summer evening when Mark, a weary traveler, found himself navigating the labyrinthine twists of a rural backroad. The air hung heavy with the scent of damp earth and the distant echo of cicadas. The night seemed unusually quiet, as if the world itself held its breath in anticipation. As Mark rounded a sharp bend, his headlights caught a glimpse of a figure standing at the roadside, bathed in the ethereal glow of the moon. A woman, draped in a tattered white gown, stood with her back to the road, her slender frame shuddering with sobs that echoed through the stillness. Mark, his curiosity piqued by the sight of someone in such distress, pulled over and cautiously approached her, his footsteps crunching softly on the gravel. "Ma'am, are you all right?" he called out, his voice laced with concern. The woman turned slowly, her face obscured by the veil of her disheveled hair. Her mournful eyes, glistening with tears, met his gaze for a fleeting moment before she averted her face once more. I need to go home," she whispered, her voice laced with sorrow and desperation. Mark's heart went out to her, sensing the anguish that enveloped her fragile form. Without a second thought, he gestured for her to join him in the safety of his car, hoping to offer her solace and a way to find her way back. The woman entered the car in silence, her presence casting a palpable pall over the interior. As Mark drove on, attempting to elicit more information about her home or her destination, he was met with only the haunting sound of her intermittent sobs and the distant rustle of the wind. Glancing at her through the rearview mirror, he noticed her reflection flicker, as if she were a specter of the night itself, tethered to the mortal realm by an unfathomable sorrow. A chill swept through the car, carrying with it an otherworldly aura that left Mark uneasy. In a moment of inexplicable dread, he turned to face his passenger, only to find the seat beside him empty. The faint scent of a sweet perfume lingered in the air, mingling with the echoes of her lament. The car's interior seemed to hum with an eerie resonance, a testament to the enigmatic nature of the encounter. Mark, his hands trembling on the steering wheel, pulled over to the roadside, his mind reeling with the echoes of the woman's despair. As he peered into the darkness, the realization dawned upon him that the weeping woman had vanished without a trace, leaving only an indelible imprint of sorrow on the fabric of his memory. From that night forward, the legend of the crying woman continued to weave its way through the local folklore, a poignant reminder of the fragile boundary between the realms of the living and the dead, and the enduring power of grief that transcends the confines of time and space. In a remote and forgotten corner of the country, there existed a desolate stretch of highway that wound its way through dense, imposing woods. It was a road less traveled, a path where the whispers of the wind seemed to tell stories of forgotten travelers and echoing secrets. Along this eerie highway stood a rest stop, known to few but feared by many, the Vanishing Rest Stop. The legend of the Vanishing Rest Stop was steeped in a chilling mystique, passed down from generation to generation as a cautionary tale, and spoken of only in hushed tones by the locals. It was said that those who dared to stop there on a moonless night would bear witness to the uncanny and the inexplicable. One such night, a group of friends embarked on an impromptu road trip, their laughter and excitement echoing through the car's interior. It was late, the stars above shining with an intensity that seemed to beckon them toward the unknown. As they ventured deeper into the heart of the dense forest, their conversation turned to the mysterious tales of the Vanishing Rest Stop. Curiosity compelled them to seek out this legendary place, to unravel its enigma and uncover the truth behind the countless whispered stories. With each mile they journeyed, the atmosphere grew increasingly charged with tension, the once jovial laughter giving way to a palpable unease. The rest stop materialized on the side of the road, seemingly cloaked in shadows. The flickering fluorescent lights cast eerie, elongated silhouettes across the pavement. Reluctantly, they pulled into the eerily empty parking lot, the cold breeze rustling the trees with a sinister undertone. The rest stop appeared like any other, a few vending machines, a public restroom, and a dimly lit shelter. The air was heavy with an oppressive silence that left the friends feeling like unwelcome intruders in a place forgotten by time. They debated whether to proceed or turn back, but their curiosity prevailed, and they decided to explore the rest stop. As they entered the dimly lit restroom, they found an unsettling emptiness, devoid of the usual signs of human presence. The flickering lights buzzed overhead, casting a ghastly pallor on the cracked, tiled floor. Their steps seemed to echo endlessly in the stillness, as if they were treading upon the remnants of forgotten souls. Upon exiting the restroom, they were greeted by a sight that sent shivers down their spines. The shelter that had stood before them moments ago had vanished without a trace, leaving behind only a desolate expanse of darkness. Panic set in as they scanned the empty lot, realizing that they were alone in this remote, forsaken place. Desperation clawed at their hearts, and they began to retrace their steps, hoping to find some semblance of the rest stop they had entered. But it was as if the world had swallowed it whole, erasing every trace of its existence. Fear gnawed at their minds, and they fumbled for their car keys, desperate to escape the haunting realm they had unwittingly entered. With the engine roaring to life, they sped away from the Vanishing Rest Stop, the oppressive darkness of the forest looming on either side. Their hearts raced as they left the ominous stretch of highway, each of them silently vowing never to return to that cursed place. the Vanishing rest stop remained an unsettling enigma, a place of eerie encounters and unexplainable disappearances. The legend endured, serving as a chilling reminder that there are corners of the world where the boundary between reality and the supernatural blurs, and where the mysteries of the night continue to beckon those who dare to venture into the unknown. Remember, dear viewers, when you venture into the night, be wary of the shadows that follow. If you dare to uncover more chilling tales, don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more spine-tingling content. Until next time, may your journeys be safe, and your nights be free from the terrors that lie in wait. Good night.